Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Virgo Ancestors Speak message from March 2022. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for the support you give the channel through likes, shares, comments, subscribes, anything you do at all. Because the channel is really about trying to help you. So I do hope that the messages I put out do help you in some kind of way. Okay, so Virgo, let's go ahead and take a look at your messages. Center energy is the world. So really trying to close out a cycle at this time. Really, can't wait, honestly, for the cycle to close is what I'm getting there. Crowning energy, not working hard on something. And this could be a relationship. This could be, not wanting to work hard necessarily at work. Maybe finding ways to work smarter kind of thing. That's what I'm getting there. Undermining energy is the Seven of Wands. So feeling very, very defensive, feeling like you have to defend yourself at this time. So let's see what else we can get, because I think it's because of the next two cards. When I asked what led up to this, Seven of Swords. So deceit of some kind, somebody trying to win at all costs around you, who's trying to come towards you pretty quickly here. So lies and deceit and different things, perhaps that information is going to come to you quickly if it already hasn't. And then you, as your outcome, stepping into the Empress, stepping into your full power to take whatever action you feel is necessary at this point to close out this cycle. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now we're going to move into your other oracle messages. The first card here is from the Wild Muse oracle deck. Beautiful deck. I mean, just beautiful. I love this deck. And this is by Vanessa Somayina. I hope I'm saying that right, and I'm so sorry if I'm not. But the first card here is no strings attached. And I get immediately freeing yourself. Freeing yourself from whatever this is. Okay? To close out this cycle, because that's your goal. Further clarification coming from the messages from the ancestors, we have self-assured. So stepping into your confidence here as you move forward. Letting go of anything and everything that's holding you back, that's not allowing you to free yourself. And reflection, because you've seen some things. You've seen into yourself, you've seen the situation, and you're moving forward because you don't like the reflection you see. You are going to do what you need to do. Period. Further clarifiers from the Queen Sugar ancestral messages, as well as the ancestral spirit guide messages. We have kings and queens are not bothered by the pages of the court. So what I get there immediately, somebody acting a fool around you. Okay, and you're like, oh no, we're not even doing this today. So just really keeping it cool, not even bothered. Seriously. Change is coming. Can you handle it? We only ask because your life is about to transform. So this is about change. This is about that tower coming in and sweeping the foundation to something away, sweeping something away. Okay. Only surround yourself with high valued people and energies. Again, having some serious boundaries in place is what I'm getting there. Excuse me. I got hiccups, so give me just a minute. Let me grab some water. Okay, that's better. All right. So then we have, know that everything you want is waiting for you on the other side of consistency. So when you step into the energy of being the Empress consistently, when you decide, make up your mind, and be consistent in the actions that follow, is things are going to transform. That's what I'm getting there. It says what you want is out there manifesting you. So the very thing you're manifesting is doing the same on their end. Okay, whether this is money, people, relationships, whatever it is. Next, we have beauty sleep. So this is about nurturing. This is about getting some much needed rest. Also, because you have the angel that is tapping your head there, crown chakra, right? I'm thinking you're also going to be getting some messages in your sleep as well. So um, keep that in mind. To make sure you have like a notebook or something handy, because these dreams that are going to come to you are going to be very, very important for you to write down. They're going to give you some valuable insights. Next, we have now's the time. So this is about now is the time for you to get some sleep. Now is the time for you to make those notes from the dreams you receive, and also looking up any kind of spirit animals or any other kind of synchronicities or anything unusual that happens. Okay. It says, we are celebrating your success along with you. This is your spiritual team, your ancestors coming in saying you are doing a great job. Keep going. Okay. You have to believe in yourself the way we believe in you. They know you can do this, whatever this is. Okay. This transformation, this learning to take care of yourself and put yourself first, all of that, healing, whatever you need to do. Okay. It says you are our answered prayer because you are doing things for your lineage at this time. Okay. So just keep that in mind, the true purpose of all this. Okay. Write, pick up that pen and write. So really being encouraged to write what's going on, write your feelings, write to release whatever, just write. Okay. Be patient, seek the right moment and opportunity, then be swift and collect your blessings. So really, really being very, very strategic at this time is what I'm getting. It's time to release all physical and energetic toxins from your life, purify and detox. So again, this could be food, this could be anything that you're doing that is not good for you. So really, really releasing that. Like for me, it's coffee. I love coffee. I drink it every day. But for the past few days, I've really been driven to remove it from my daily regime. So I'm working on that. I'm working on eating better, going to try to incorporate things, systematically, right? Strategically, right? So, that kind of stuff. Now, here we have goal setting. So, this is about you coming up with the plan. This is about setting up the steps to get there, to reach the goal. Okay. One step at a time is what I'm hearing. And staying in the now, because the goal is to stay in the now, not to allow the past to drag you back, drag you down, not to let anything from the past that keeps coming up in your mind, even to drag you down. So remember the now, stay in the now. You'll be amazed at what you attract when you start believing in yourself and what you deserve. So really, really, affirmations are going to be very important for you at this time too. The things you are passionate about are not random interests. Those interests are part of your calling. So those things that you are passionate about, that just make you feel good, that you really enjoy, is part of your calling. How can we help? We are ready to assist as needed. Just be clear about what you really need at this time. So your ancestors are at the ready. They are like, hey, you need us, let us know, but you got to be clear on what you want. Okay. And then stop being afraid of getting what you actually desire. You ask for it, so it is yours. So, the thought that came in with that was whatever you manifested is coming. And we're going to talk about that because there's another card in here that there's another card in here that led me to your manifestations too. But I don't. The key thing about when I do my readings, when I do like a multiple layer reading like this, I don't take the time to like read your whole thing. I actually uncover it as I go with you. I just may happen to notice something along the way, kind of thing. But I don't look at all these. I'm reading most of this for the first time, right along with you. I think that's more fun that way, more intuitive that way too. Um, let go of the need to know all the details and how everything will work out. So this is about really just allowing, okay, allowing spirit to do what it's going to do, and getting out the way. Because Virgos, we want to know it all. We want to know the how, the why. It got to make sense. I know I have Virgo in 2 placements in my chart. So it's really something that is deep for us, right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and see what else we're getting. We're having emotional baggage here, okay? So this is what's coming up. There's a lot of purge going on collectively, but you in particular are purging some things right now, clearing some stuff out, okay? We've got new developments. So there's going to be, you're going to get some epiphanies. You're going to get some new information, right? You're going to get something that is going to trigger some emotional baggage of yours. That's what I'm getting. And then we have life purpose. So again, all of this is to define your life purpose. And I want to say define your life purpose, but also refine your life purpose is what I'm getting there. Okay, so stay strong in your faith and never lose sight of the goal. Remember, we had goal setting previously, so this is all right in track there. And keep your eye on the prize. Remember, the prize is to break the chains, take care of anything for your lineage. Okay, that's the big purpose as well as your life purpose. That's what you were put here for. Anything else along the way is not the true goal. Okay, and that's the hard part, especially if your heart is involved. Okay, it's okay if it still hurts. Cry and release all that pain. Don't let it sit inside and fester. Release it so that you can restore that space with healed energy. So you still have some purging you're going to be going through, okay? Be kind to yourself, get plenty of rest, take care of your body, take care of you at this time. You've got to learn to put yourself first. And this says, make plans and focus. You have to be devoted and committed if you want to see the change you seek. So again, it's about that consistency that we mentioned on the other card. Pray with sincerity and a willingness to be guided and helped. Getting out of the way once you ask for that guidance, okay? Because it's one thing to ask for the help, it's another to follow it. It is really interesting. I was watching something today by Christina Lopes. She's the heart alchemist, I think is what her specialty is. Beautiful, very important messages. But you might want to watch that thing about intuition too. She just put a video out today about intuition, so I think it'd be worth it if you're struggling with intuition. I want to say it's when intuition is dangerous, or something like intuition and danger is in the title. So, but just look up Christina Lopes. I'm sure you'll find it. It's her most recent video. Okay, moving on. You didn't let it go, so we had to take it away from you because it was holding you back. So something you refused to let go of, okay? The ancestors had to come in. They had to come in and assist you because you were holding on so tightly to it. And it says, love is coming your way. Are you ready to meet the one? They are the perfect match for you. So if you're not in a relationship right now, maybe even if you are, maybe the person you're with is not your person. Maybe they are. I don't know. But the fact that it says love is coming your way tells me that it may not necessarily be here right now. That's the underlying message that I'm getting there. So let's see what else we get. Okay, so now we have be authentic. So you see how all the masks are on the ground. See how she just took this mask off, this last one, because she is stepping into her authenticity. She is detoxifying. She is removing anything that is holding her back, to include all of the masks that she has worn in life. We all have a mask. We all we put a mask on for work. We put a mask on when things are terrible, and we put that fake smile on. That's a mask too. So everything we do, we go through life, and we put on these masks. We learned it as children, honestly. Because if I don't know about anybody else, but I grew up in a household where you weren't able to really, speak your piece. I came up from a generation where it was you do as you're told, and you keep, you keep your mouth shut unless somebody asks you to speak. That's pretty much how I grew up. So really taking off the masks at this time that have been put on for whatever situation, right? Through whatever circumstance. Now we have cosmic assistance. So again, your spiritual team is coming in to help you. They are aligning things up for this to happen. In awareness of it, okay? Awareness that you have this cosmic assistance to come in and help you to remove anything that is not authentic anymore. This is something that you asked for. You asked to step into your authenticity. So now you're actually doing the final remnants of it, if you will. You are divinely protected. Anyone that tries you tries us. So, your your ancestors are like, I wish they would. I wish they would come here with some BS, okay? Or come to you with some BS, or say some BS, or do some BS. I mean, I'm telling you, your ancestors are funny. I feel their energy. It's hilarious. Balance is needed. Meditate more. Go outside and experience nature. So, really getting outside to ground yourself is going to be very important right now, because you're very connected to nature. You're very connected to water if you have water in your chart. Um, also, but in particular to nature and also to possibly animals. So just keep that in mind when you go out in nature. Look at nature; it is beautiful. The how it all works together is an example for all of us. If you have a pet, the unconditional love that your pet gives you is a lesson for all of us as well. Okay, so we've got mixed signals yield mixed results. Make sure you are clear about what you are attracting. Again, you're going through that up and down. And when you're in a purge, it's hard to be high vibe while you're going through a purge, because all of these things are coming up for you to see and heal. And so really just, do the best that you can. But also understand that you are manifesting in this energy. Okay. So be very careful about what you are manifesting. And I know that's easier said than done. I know it is. So that's why you got to work on keeping high vibe no matter what's going on. Okay. And again, challenging. Excuse me. It makes us happy to see you heal. You are doing a great job. We know it can be hard, but you are strong and will be fine. Your ancestors know you. They know you. They've been around you your whole entire life through many, many lives, is what I'm getting. And it says your sacral chakra needs some attention. Connect with water and eat sweet potatoes, carrots, mangoes, and or citrus fruits. So again, having that healthier, lighter diet, right? Eating, more vegetables, more fruits, drinking water, staying away from processed foods because they really weigh you down anyway. So really, just paying attention to what your body needs to be at its best right now is what I'm getting. Excuse me. Okay, so manifesting magic again. I can't help but stress. Be careful of what you're manifesting, because you're strong with your manifestation capabilities right now. Stop and reassess. That's why I got that. Stop and reassess. Because you are in a high manifestation time right now, so you really want to be clear on what you're manifesting. Next, we have deep thoughts. So again, you are reassessing. You are taking a look at, okay, wait a minute. What am I manifesting? What is showing up in my life? That kind of thing, right? And then we have instincts. Trust in your instincts too. Okay. Yes, yes, and yes. So, are the things you're manifesting what you really want? Perhaps that answer is yes, because that's what the card says. But again, you had the mixed signals there. So again, just keep that in mind. In what ways can you be and do better? Again, this is about eating healthy. This is about really, really, grabbing negative thoughts, negative thinking, sabotaging behavior, all of that. Taking care of yourself better. Really, just really, really doing what you need to do for you at this time. So it says you are so much closer than you think. Keep going. So again, your ancestors are very proud of you. They really appreciate the efforts. They're just trying to encourage you at this time and empower you to keep going. And it says your crown chakra needs some attention. Clean your space, capture your thoughts, and clear your mind. So this is about wrangling those thoughts, those negative thoughts that take your vibration down. Even though you're purging, even though you're healing, you still need to really work on those thoughts, because those thoughts are really leading you down some negative roads with your thinking, which then with you manifesting, you could be manifesting negative things instead of positive. So really keeping that in mind. Okay, and here we are. Watch how you use your money. You don't want to overspend, but you don't also want to hold on too tightly. So coming into balance with how you view money. It really made me learning about that, learning about, you know, perhaps some underlying things with money too, and what's going on right now. Why do you spend too much? Why do you hold on to it too tight? That kind of stuff. Spirit of lack, maybe. I'm not a spirit of lack, but well, spirit of lack, I guess, is good enough, but lack mentality kind of thing, right? Be careful. Pay attention to the company you keep and those resurfacing from your past. Again, people, you know, people who aren't high vibe, perhaps. Keep that in mind, okay? Your heart chakra needs healing and clearing. What pain still sits with you? So, again, you've had a lot of your chakras come out already. So, I really encourage you to do some chakra healing. Pay attention to your dreams because we are sending you a clear answer within the next 4 days. So your ancestors are going to be, again, communicating like we saw the angel with the wand on top of her head in the other card. That's why I got that message. Because it's like the ancestors, the angels, everybody is communicating with you in a way where your subconscious mind is relaxing, where they can get the message through. Because during the day, you're probably too distracted. During the day, you're doing other things. So at night, when you're asleep, that's when they can get it through. The sooner you start believing in yourself, the sooner you'll start to see the results you've been praying for continuously. So really, really stepping into self-worth here, knowing that you deserve, right? Okay, unlearning is the new learning. It is a gift to break through these cycles, and you are doing just that. So again, they understand the work you're doing. It's just you have to understand the work you're doing to the point where it becomes the sole focus of what you're doing, regardless of anything else. And it says you are manifesting healthy relationships and financial prosperity. But again, you're sending out those mixed signals. So you really want to make that a very solid mindset, a very solid manifestation, as well as stepping into the energy of visualization along with that, of how would it be to have the money that I want? How would it be to have the loving relationship that I want, the home that I want, whatever you want? Stepping into that very, very beautiful daydream, if you will. And it says, be open to receiving. So this is about, and I think that was interesting because you have the Seven of Swords over here. I mean, Seven of Wands, which is defensive energy. And it's hard to be defensive over here, but yet open over here. So again, there's something that needs to be healed there, that needs to be addressed, and excuse me, that needs to be addressed. So somebody's having problems with their throat chakra also. Because I didn't have this problem until I started doing the reading. So it's all good. Okay, so really be open to receiving healing. Sacred knowledge, again, healing, sacred knowledge, and I think sacred knowledge is going to be healing to you as well. And then also the essence of you, again, is, you know, the essence of you is beautiful. Okay, it is pure energy, pure light, love. Okay, so really, really honoring yourself and knowing that. Guiding light, again, you know, the ancestors, your spirit team, they're going to be your guiding light during this time, because you may feel like you don't know what the heck is going on. Okay, and that's okay. Acknowledge that. Okay, but let them guide you nonetheless, because they're not going to lead you astray. Are they adding value to your life? Is this situation adding value to your life? If the answer is no, then get rid of it. There is something you need to get rid of, and this could be behaviors, this could be people, this could be the way you think, this could be anything. Okay, abundance, love, wealth, and wealth are coming your way. So again, these manifestations are still coming through. Even though you've had a hard time with it, they're still going to come through because they're meant for you. Excuse me again. Slow down. You are moving too fast and losing your balance. So again, staying in balance, staying in the now, staying grounded are going to be very important for you. And it says you're about to meet the reason why you couldn't settle. So there's a situation perhaps that you were in where, you know, maybe you had to close out that cycle in that situation because something about that situation just didn't go anymore, right? And so now you have this other situation coming in that's going to show you why that situation wasn't the right one for you. Now let's go ahead and See what else we have here. So here we have on fire, and I just with the imagery I get uh, in the flow, in the highest flow of your energy, creating and passionate and beautiful, beautiful energy. Beautiful. I mean, seriously, it feels absolutely wonderful. So really stepping into your authenticity is the key for you because you let it flow and it is just like, oh my goodness, it's off the chain. Off the chain. Okay. All right. So yeah, go with it. Go with your flow, who you are creatively, naturally. Okay. Pure essence of you though is what I'm saying there. Okay. We've got simplicity. So keeping things simple um, may be part of this. Keeping things simple. You don't have to make it complicated. Okay, so your solar plexus chakra needs some realignment. Repeat positive affirmations for the next week. This will help strengthen your personal power. So, affirmations, remember we talked about that. Meditate more, ground yourself. We talked about that. You already know the answer. So, there's something that you know. So, trust in what you know, even if it's scary. We hear, we hear you. We have always heard you. Just know we are working behind the scenes to make it work. So, there's some kind of something behind the scenes that your ancestors, your spirit team is working on to make something work. It's okay if you haven't figured it all out yet. That is the beauty of the journey. You get to decide where to go next. So this is about, you having to make a choice and you're going to make that choice being led, which is a little bit different. For Virgos, I mean, it's hard to lead us because we want to know why. We want to know well, wait a minute, what's around that corner? What's up above that, beyond the hill. We want to know all that. So we are very, very um, logical people. It's got to make sense to us. And when you're on a spiritual journey, it's a little hard from the sense point anyway, because there is no sense to it because you're following spirit. So the sense is to let go, surrender, um, trust, and believe. And for a Virgo who's very grounded, or who normally likes to be grounded, that's hard. So it's about balancing your spiritual 5D self with your 3D self and understanding when to be led and when to take action in a logical fashion. So I think with this new time period that we're all coming into, we're all going to need to learn that. So it's like never accept the crumbs. It's either the whole loaf or nothing. So again, this is about, perhaps in the past you did not um, set yourself up to get the loaf. Maybe you just accepted the crumbs. And then the question is there, why? Because that's part of what needs to be healed. Why did you accept the crumbs? Why did you stay? If only you could see what's coming, you wouldn't care to stress about what's happening now. So there's beautiful things coming, but you can't see it. So therefore, you're stressing. So the ancestors are pretty much just letting you know, hey, try to let it go. Your light will irritate many unhealed souls. So be prepared for that. Be prepared that as you're going up in your vibration and you are that light, you're going to irritate some people, and that's okay. It says, you are never alone, my dear. Even in the darkest hour on the coldest night, we are right beside you, or by your side, rather. Okay, now we have sacrifices. So a lot of things in life, first of all, the first thing I got here is you've made many sacrifices. But in order to get the things that you want, the sacrifices you need to make now are letting go of the past. Letting go of things that no longer serve you, letting go of pain, of cycles, of limiting beliefs, of anything that's holding you back. That's what I get there. And believe that these sacrifices are necessary and worth it, that you're worth it. And risk taking. So risk taking is, hey, this is new. This is new for you to say, okay, well, wait a minute. No, I'm not going to settle for the crumbs. I want the whole loaf. That kind of thing. That's risk for you because that's probably not something you've ever asked for. You are being nudged to finish what you started. Stop putting it off, because that completion will unlock the next level for you. So there's something that you started that you're stopping, or that you know, put off to the side kind of thing, but you're encouraged to pick it up and see it through. Don't waste your time or your gifts. So this is about being very, very organized with your time, being very, very having boundaries. Also, there's something that just came in. Sharing your, not only your time, but really, really being frugal. Maybe that's why you have the Seven of Wands over here. Putting up boundaries, that's what it is. Putting up boundaries, because not everybody gets your gift. Not everybody gets your time. Yeah, okay. You are not hearing us. We gave you many messages and signs already. Reflect on what has already been delivered. Not right now. Find something else to focus on while we work on this for you. So there's something about, you know, you want something right now. It's not going to happen right now because there's still more work to do. You need to focus on other things in the meantime. And so your ancestors are redirecting what you're focused on. Multiple streams of income are coming your way. So again, really stepping into, you know, money, but in multiple different ways, okay? We are watching over you. You are protected and safe. Nobody, all capital, will get to you without going through us. And I get such gangster vibes. I'm telling you, like, okay, that's what we're doing today. Let me show you better than I can tell you. I mean, yes, it's funny. Your root chakra is off. Reground yourself by dancing and meditating more so you are balanced. Again, you got a lot of chakras off. You might as well just go ahead and get them all balanced. Just go ahead and do a thorough balancing. It's time to forgive. Forgiveness can help you heal. So something in your life that you have not forgiven, or still need to perhaps work on forgiving some more, kind of thing, is because forgiveness isn't a one-day thing. Forgiveness is a process. So really, really walking through that process, continuing. If you don't plan to win the game, then why are you playing? So, you know, bottom line is you're in something and you are determined to win. So you need to have that mindset that you're going to win. Because you don't waste your time playing games that you're not going to win. Okay. You're going to get everything you paid for. So walk like you already got it. Remember we talked about that visualization, stepping into that energy. It's mine, and I know it's mine. You know, that kind of thing. You will be the first multimillionaire in your family. So this is about, you know, what's getting ready to come in through your work, through your efforts, through your sacrifices, through your pain, through your purge, through all of the effort you've put into this. Pay attention to the signs and messages for the next few days. We will show you the answer, or your answer rather. So, you know, paying attention to repeating numbers. If you go outside and you see something repeat, like if you see, like the other day I saw a cardinal. I haven't seen a cardinal in years. And it just came up to like the back of my my porch. And it was just there for a minute. Then it flew off for a couple of seconds and then it came back. And I was like, oh, okay. So I looked it up, kind of thing. So those are the kinds of things that you, okay, excuse me. Those are the kinds of things that you want to, you know, pay attention to. If it doesn't bring peace or purpose, then don't give it your attention, time, or energy. Again, another warning about that. And then we are hugging you and letting you know that we are here for you. We know things have been hard. So this is about, you know, your ancestors know that this is not an easy part of the journey whatsoever. Okay. Now we've got leap of faith. This is you taking that first step. Taking that first step to complete that project. Taking that first step to purge. Taking that first step to make up your mind and be consistent. But moving forward nonetheless. Acceptance that, hey, you know, this is what I'm doing. Acceptance that things are what they are. This is the reality. Okay. Acceptance of that. Take some deep breaths. Okay. Because acceptance is hard. Because sometimes some stuff come up, man, and you're like, "Ooh, okay. I know that it is what it is, but Lord, you know." Next, we have eliminate everything that gives you conflicted feelings. It's time to embrace the things that resonate with your soul. So this is about removing anything that puts you in that very conflicted state. You start off the day happy, and then all of a sudden, you're not good. So what is it that's causing that? People, things, situations, whatever it is, eliminate it. Lean into your abundance. Be proud you earned it. So you've earned this abundance, and the abundance that you have is your blessings, and they come in just more money, more ways than money, health, roof over your head, food in the refrigerator, car that works, safety, waking up every day. I mean, I could go on. You know what I'm saying? So really, really stepping into an attitude of gratitude and being thankful for what you already have, because you have a lot. Love and let yourself be loved. Okay. In order for you to receive the love that you want, you got to be the love that you want first. Here we go with another chakra. I swear you've had almost every chakra come out. Every one of them. There's a couple that haven't yet, but yeah, I think it. Wait. Oh, hold on. Let me see something. I don't remember. I'm beyond now, but I know you've had lots of your chakras. Your third eye chakra needs balance. Enjoy a few minutes of yoga to help with this imbalance. Protect your time, body, energy, and mind. Saying no is a protection spell. Here we go, right there. That's what that was. That was boundaries. Seven of Wands is boundaries. That's why you're defending. That's why you're standing strong. No, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not going there. No, you can't dump all your shit on me. No, you can't project. No, no, no. Spiritual cleansing, keeping your energy clear. Because, yeah. This is your chance. Go for it. Do it. Don't play it safe. Anything worth having is worth going after. So there's something that, is pushing you to go towards something. So, you're being encouraged to do that. Listen. Now is the time to listen. When you go within and you start really, really listening, you're going to get guidance. Follow it. Go. It's going to tell you what direction to take. Trust that this transition is for your highest good. Things are about to get exciting. And I see that card and sometimes I'm like, does exciting mean good? Because things can get exciting, but that doesn't mean it's good. But I really want to say that in this reading, though, because there's been such a focus on vibration for you, it may be some work, it may be healing, it may be purging, it may be facing things, but in the end, it is good. Your throat chakra. There we go. No wonder I was coughing like that. I was like, I wasn't doing that before I started this reading. Your throat chakra needs some attention. Sing some of your favorite songs and practice mindful eating. Yeah. So really, really focusing on you. Focusing on what makes you happy, what brings you peace, what keeps you in joy. All of this is going to be very important at this time. Now we have storming. Now, what I get with this card is, storms, I get undercurrent. Okay. So normally you think undercurrent, you think water, but this is emotions. So there's going to be times when you feel very, very triggered, very vulnerable, very everything. And that is the time that you really need to have your boundaries up. You really need to say no when you need to say no. You really need to not take out, project, and do anything to other people during this state where you're purging, during this state when you have high emotions going on. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. Emotional release. There we go. And receive gracefully. So this is about that purge. This is about your spiritual team, your archangels, your angels, your guardian angel, your ancestors, everybody getting together to help you receive this healing, this release gracefully, so that you can move forward. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. Make the time for yourself. So this is about you, focusing on you and nothing else. This is the moment where we need you to accept and know the power that you hold within. Stop sleeping on yourself. So this is about you knowing you are worthy, knowing that you are a powerful individual, and not sidestepping that anymore, not pushing it to the side, not putting it down, not dimming your light. Whew, I'm telling you, this is emotional reading. This must break the chain. You must break the chains. Be the one to break the cycle. We could only do so much. We will be here to help because we know it's hard. So again, remember the purpose of this. The purpose is for you to break the cycle for your lineage. Step into your purpose. Step into your power. Be all that you can be. And I sound like the army now, right? But you know what I'm saying. Not knocking the army. I was in the military, so I'm not knocking any service. The power you seek within your hands, soul, and mind. Use it and watch what you create. So that's what, this card right here, which I said was so beautiful. This right here. That's that power. It's being released. Beautiful energy. I'm telling you. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can't even tell you. Okay. Pay attention to the snakes in the grass, the people around you, and the crows in the sky, the people trying to sneak and stalk you. Okay? Be aware. And then the last one. All that you desire to create is manifesting right before your beautiful eyes. So it's coming in. You've called it in. But you got to do some work before it gets here. Because you don't want to take none of this with you in this next place. Okay? There is always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And you have the will. Now, Spirit's making the way. Trauma release. Again, releasing. Gift bearer, because you have a gift. You've been given a gift. You bear a gift that you're supposed to share. And you're supposed to have more understanding about it as well. So there's going to be a lot of inspiration, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of knowledge coming your way so that you can understand the gift and understand many things that you don't understand right now. But, that knowledge is not given to everybody. And it's given to you because of the work that you've done. Premature announcements attract evil or negative energy. Keep some things to yourself. So this is about, being quiet. You don't need to share this. You don't need to. You just don't need to. Are you ready? Are you sure? There is no turning back now. So this is about, hey, you've taken that step and you're moving forward. Get out of your own way. It's upsetting me and your ancestors. So this is Spirit talking to you, giving you a little kick in the butt there. Okay? Hydrate and feed your body. Don't forget about else as well. Okay? So again, what you need to do, release the burden of worries given to us. We will take care of it. Patience is needed at this time. Stop trying to rush everything. We have everything under control. So that means take surrender. Also, it means take your hands off the wheel. Like when you're driving a car, you're in charge of the car because you're holding on to the wheel. But they're asking you to take your hands off. Release, surrender, get in the flow. It's time for you to let people know that it is a privilege to have you in their life. So, you gotta stand up. Hold on here. You don't get this gift every day. And I don't mean cocky. I don't mean conceited. I don't mean like that. But you need to step into who you are. Okay? Because I suspect you're a healer. You're a light worker. I suspect you are a perhaps starseed, earth angel, something along those lines. So no, people do not come into your energy every day. They do not come along and meet an earth angel every day. And then the last one, sweetheart, don't ever let anyone silence your voice and dim your light. So boundaries. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and close out your reading, Virgo, with the ancestor messages from the ancestors deck. Okay. Like my cards to shuffle better than this. Yeah. There we go. Okay, one more. Ancestors, what messages do you have for Virgo? Please let the cards fall out, flip over. Thank you. Messages for Virgo. Oh, okay. Half the deck. All right. Your ancestors got a lot to say. Okay. Anything else? Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. What else, ancestors? Anything else? Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Half the deck. It's more than probably about pretty close to half, if not a little bit over. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Choose to be the victor. Remember that card about if you don't plan on winning the game, why are you playing? That's what it is. Although you may feel like a victim in life circumstances or of a recent deal gone sour, we want you to realize that you really have to stay in how your cards played out in the future, how your cards play out in the future. This is, I want to say that this is maybe a manifestation that came in that you manifested when you were in maybe a lower vibration. And so you are getting what you manifested. And I know that doesn't feel good to hear that. But just that's why it's so important to understand how manifestation works. Okay, let's see what else we got. Project loving thoughts. Do you need to diffuse a current confrontational situation? The best way to deal with any aggressor is quietly and peacefully in choosing love over fear in your approach. Any negative individual is coming from a place of fear, say the ancestors. So this is about somebody who's scared themselves right now. And so they're projecting that energy onto you. And so really, really being calm. Remember you had that first card that talked about queens and kings. Don't pay attention to pages and it was something else. Hold on. Let me see. Pages and court. Wait. Yeah. Bothered by the pages of the courts. So, this is about you taking the higher ground, even if you got to go outside and breathe a little bit so that you don't respond inappropriately or out of anger or out of some emotion because you're going through your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so here, trust your intuition. You are unsure about someone's trustworthiness or a certain situation related to them, say the ancestors. Our advice is that you tread lightly and deliberately before making any major decision. You will make the right one because we are guiding you. So if you feel like, I don't know about that person, don't take any action. Just watch. Things are going to unfold for you. Never give up. We observe you feeling that life is futile as if you're on a road to nowhere. What is actually occurring is that you are collecting many tough yet valuable spiritual growth lessons, explain the ancestors. So you're going through, again, an ascension, a healing, elevation, if you will, but you've got to release some things. We can ease your load. We do not wish to observe you struggling this way, say the ancestors. However, we can only be of help when you request our guidance and help. And the other part of that is besides asking, because remember, the spiritual ancestors or anyone else from the spiritual side cannot come in and help unless you ask. Um, but you must also listen to the advice because you did have to listen. Okay, card. Aligned with this moment, your energy is fragmented. It really is time to prioritize your tasks and start living your life again. You will know how it feels to be peaceful when you focus on connecting to the source of your being again, to rediscover who you really are, promise the ancestors. So again, stepping, on the path to get back to you is what I'm getting there. The love of your father. Let go of any burdens you carry connected to a father figure, say the ancestors. In doing so, and in looking beyond what you perceive as his faults or your own, you will see the true spiritual essence of the man who loved you then and the man who loves you now as best he can. So, this is about having compassion and forgiveness for a father figure in your life or a father that you know right now. Every life event has value. No life experience, be it a relationship, an endeavor, or study, is ever wasted. Assure the ancestors. Every road traveled and each emotion felt has formed the uniqueness of who you are now. So instead of pointing out the negativity, understanding how each event in your life has shaped who you are, and it was. Remember, it was also agreed upon before you came into this life, even though you don't remember that. That yearning to belong. When a sense of belonging eludes you, know that the place where your ancestors reside and to which you will return one day when you've completed your earthly task is your primary home. Hence the longing, explain the ancestors. So feeling sort of like out of it, feeling like you don't belong, kind of thing. That's where that's coming from. Because remember, I told you you could be a star seed, you could be about the stars, about, all of that. And so you're longing to go back home because this is difficult. Living the human experience is difficult. Avoid naysayers entirely. Remember, be careful who you surround yourself with. If some well intended people insist on fragmenting your dreams and aspirations with their negative input or opinions, stamp out negativity right away, insist the ancestors. So, this is about you really, really standing in your power, having some very strong boundaries right now. The timing isn't right yet. Now is not the time to react, wait, and digest the information you now have, say the ancestors. Additional information may be necessary before you reach a solution. Your intuition will let you know when it's time to proceed. So there's something that you still need some more information on. So do not act on anything at this time. So just be mindful, just work on you, focus on the healthy eating, the healthy things in your life, focus on that. And if you have a project you need to be doing or something you started that you need to finish, those are the kinds of things you focus on now. But when it comes to taking action on anything, especially anything big, anything as far as relationships or anything, don't do that right now. Perfect synergy. You are the perfect blend of this and other lifetimes. Your past incarnations have all carefully prepared you to absorb your chosen life lessons from this incarnation, say the ancestors. So again, you signed up for this, even though you are probably like, I did what? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Your ship is coming in. The tide is almost certainly turning for you, say the ancestors. You are about to find yourself in the right place at the right time. I want to say that that's where you're going to perhaps meet this new person if you need to meet somebody new. Who owns your thoughts? When you wake up tomorrow, let your first notion be that you own your thoughts and that you do not need to brood over old fears and resentments any longer, say the ancestors. So don't allow your ego or your thoughts to take you down a path that you've already been down a million times and you've already healed. So you got to be, again, really, really paying attention to that. Nature's sounds. Take a few minutes to tune into nature's sounds. You'll hear our words and the whispers of the trees and in open spaces. Take some time to connect with your spiritual essence, say the ancestors. So again, going out in nature is going to be important for you. Old patterns be gone. You've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So what is the payoff in repeatedly putting yourself through these same lessons? Ask the ancestors. It may well be time to look at patterns you are allowing to repeat themselves unnecessarily. So again, you've learned some of this already. So why are you allowing it? You know what I'm saying? So really paying attention to what are you allowing that you shouldn't be. Love and fear. In your schoolroom, which is Earth, love and fear are compulsory subjects. We send both subjects, but we will always steer you to choose love, said the ancestors. So again, walking in love, even though you're going to go through this stormy time, even though you may have people approach you or say something, do something, this is about you walking in love and not fear. You are doing your best. If your hyperactive sense of responsibility has worn you out, just know that this is simply a wake up call to let you know you cannot save the world single handedly, say the ancestors. So, you know, you might be having some folks coming in to help you, kind of thing, too. Set your energetic boundaries. We talked about that. I knew it was going to come up. When chaos and disarray surround you, that's stormy, right? The page, right? When chaos and disarray surround you, endeavor to create a little order in your immediate space. The deep calming effect for this clearing will have on your own energy field will amaze you, say the ancestors. So this is about you really, really just be like, you know what, I'm gonna go into my space. You need to stay out there, kind of thing, with that. Um, Trust your gut feeling, again, the instincts, the intuition. Because your intuition is astute right now, your hunch is going to pay off. We have been guiding you to go with your gut feeling all along, assure the ancestors. Yeah, you're repeating a lot of things. And I think it's just to purge them, but be mindful that a lot of the lessons that you're seeing come up are for purging and not for you to go down the rabbit hole again and feel like you need to heal them all again. So, that's what I'm getting there. Why, excuse me, why revisit old regrets? You now know you would choose differently. That's all that matters. Why do you choose to greet those feelings of wishing you done or said things differently? Again, ask the ancestors. So again, this is about, again, things coming up to be purged that you may be thinking you need to heal again when you've already healed them. So give yourself some grace right now, and also pat yourself on the back for doing the work. Riches and poverty. Harsh and gentle life lessons both bring opportunity for great spiritual growth. When you accept you chose your status before you were born and you are ready to rise to its challenges, you will lighten your load. Promise the ancestors. This is about the knowledge that you accepted this path, this journey during this lifetime before you got here. So this is about understanding that. And then the last one is sleep on it. In your slumber state, we will impress upon you exactly what you need to do and know, promise the ancestors. So this is about them coming to you again in your dreams. We've talked about that several times already, to give you guidance, and to help you in taking whatever steps you need to take moving forward. So Virgo, I feel the energy. Your ancestors are all around you, and they're ride or die ancestors. Let me tell you, they are funny. But I really do hope that this helps you. And much love and light, Lady T.